Right then, morning guys. So if you'd like to just take a comfortable seated position, we're going to warm up sat down today. Use any height you need to make sure that your spine is nice and long and straight. Fingertips on the floor. Gently close your eyes. And just take a few gentle breaths. Just become aware of your breath. And as you breathe out, just be conscious of your pelvis, the thighs. Just try and release, relax as you breathe out. Growing tall as you breathe in. And relaxing your shoulders down your back as you breathe out. And then just very carefully, without losing the height that you've created in your spine, just bringing your hands back onto your lap. Okay, we'll just do a few 4-8 breaths just to really focus us in. So breathing in through the nose for 4. And out through the mouth for 8. In. And out. In. And out. And then if you just want to bring your shoulders up towards your ears, roll them back and down. So you're getting a nice shoulder roll down your back, up the front. Try and relax your neck, your jaw, and then change directions with your shoulders. And then bringing your hands back onto your lap. Just let your head gently drop to the right, facing forward with a very slight looking upwards tilt, just to make sure that you don't bring your neck forward. Opening up this space along the side of your shoulder and the top of your shoulder and the side of your neck. Just let your shoulder drop away. Then inhaling up and exhale, dropping your head to the left. A couple more times, inhaling up and exhaling down. And then just bringing your hand, right hand on top of your head onto the side, the left side of your head, and just let the weight of your arm just encourage that a little bit more stretch in that neck. And then as you inhale, releasing, and exhale, using your left hand, right side of your head, and just relaxing that down. One more time each side. And exhale to neutral. And then letting your right hand drop down towards the mat, your left arm, bring that up at the side, facing your palm up, all the way up. And then as you get to the top, just lean, taking the weight in your arm and dropping your right shoulder away from your neck. Don't bunch that up. Just let that elbow bend. And looking up under that arm to keep your chest open. Inhaling to the centre and down to the left. Looking up. under that right arm. Inhaling up and to the left, right, and up and to the left. And then back to neutral, stretching your arms up and releasing your hands onto your thighs. And then as you breathe in, I want you to draw your hands towards you on your thighs, and chest comes out in front between your arms as you breathe in. Fill up your chest, looking up, and then as you exhale, pushing your hands forwards and coming into a cat pose, seated cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Just start to get some movement into your spine. And on your next exhale, just come back to neutral. Take a breath. Get rid of any props and come round and get onto your hands and knees into tabletop. And we'll do some cat-cows in our tabletop position. So stacking your joints, so your knees are under your hips and your wrists are under your shoulders. Make sure you've got plenty of space between your knees and your hands. I get used to bunched up. Just try and get some space so you can get some length in your spine. And then as you exhale, dropping your head and your tailbone, and arching your spine up towards the ceiling. And then as you inhale, dropping your chest down, face up, thumb up, into cow. And then exhaling to cat. Inhaling to cow. And keep doing several more of those on your own. As you go into cat, really pushing up through those arms into your shoulders and doming that back. And then coming back to neutral, keeping your pelvis where it is so that your hips are over your knees. Walking your hands forward, dropping your elbows to the ground, stretching your forehead to the ground into a puppy pose. And if you want a bit more with that, then just let your chin come onto the ground and your chest sink towards the ground. Just take a few breaths here. And then slowly walking your hands back to your tabletop. And then as you exhale, toes onto the floor and pushing up through your arms, through your toes, and come up into your first down dog. Stretching out your heels. Maybe taking your heels from one side of the mat to the other, giving yourself a side stretch. Lift onto your toes and letting your heels drop down on the other side. Walk out your dog as much as you like. And then on your next exhale, I want you to dome your back up, pushing up through your shoulders, and bring your shoulders over your wrists. Okay? And then when you get there, keep pushing, doming your back, just walking your feet to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Inhale halfway up and exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up towards the ceiling, into a little back bend, looking up and back, and exhale to mountain pose. And here, just get into your, just check your alignment. You know all of that by now. Just feel the weight, feel the where your feet connect to the mat. Maybe move from side to side, front to back. Tailbone just dropping down a little bit. And then as you inhale, bringing your arms all the way up, looking up, little back bend, and exhale, fold. Inhale halfway up, and exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, exhale to mountain. Inhale up, and exhale, fold. Inhale halfway up, and exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, and exhale to mountain. Inhale up, and exhale, fold. Inhale halfway up, and exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, and exhale to mountain. We're going to do one more half sonnet, and I'm not going to guide you this time. So starting with breathing in, your hands up. And we meet in a mountain pose. Just take a breath. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Inhale halfway up, exhale, plant your hands, shoulder width apart, and stepping back into a plank. Take a breath here. Engage those shoulders, those arms. And as you exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, as you slide your legs back and come into a cobra position. And exhaling to downward facing dog, and take 3 breaths. And on your next exhale, just doming your back, bringing your weight, bringing your shoulders over your wrists, and stepping your feet forward into the forward fold. Inhale halfway up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, soft knees, pushing all the way up through your body, and exhaling to mountain pose. Inhaling up, and exhale, fold. Inhale halfway up, and exhale, plant your hands into plank. Take a breath, and then as you exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, legs back into a little cobra, and exhale to down dog. Inhale and exhale for 3 breaths. And the next one, I'm not going to bleed you. If you get stuck, you'll have to look. Because these are just these sun salutations. You can just get to know them without even having to think about it. Just do a few any time, and then just get your body going again. Get your mind back in the right place. So as you exhale, coming up on your toes and stepping forward into a forward fold. Inhaling all the way up. And exhale to mountain. Okay, so we're doing another one exactly the same, a half sonnet. And we're going to do, I'm not going to guide you with my voice. So inhaling with your arms up. And then we meet in down dog and take 3 breaths. On your next exhale, coming up onto your toes, bringing your weight, your shoulders over your wrists. And just bring those legs forward. And we meet in mountain pose. Okay, we're going to do one more now. Inhaling up. And when you get to down dog, 3 breaths. Move around whatever you like. And keep still. And then on your next exhale, up onto your toes, bringing your shoulders over your wrists, head down, and bringing your feet forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale, fold. All the way up. And we meet in mountain pose. We'll take a few breaths here. Give yourself a moment to reset, check your alignment. Inhaling your arms up, and as you exhale, folding forward, taking your pistol grip fingers, which are the first two, fold back the other 2 fingers and hold them with your thumbs. Take those between your big toe and your first toe, palms facing each other, and just wrap those fingers around those big toes, arms straight, back straight, looking forward. You can't have your back straight, just take a bend in your knees as much as you need to. And then as you exhale, if you've got space, just drop down, head down, elbows dropping out. Inhaling halfway up, releasing your hands. And then as you exhale, taking your left foot, toes up onto your heel, and just slide your left hand palm for palm up underneath that foot and bringing the toes to your wrist joint. As much bend in that knee as you need, and then the same with the other foot. And just stay here for a few minutes, just wiggling your feet around, giving yourself a bit of a hand-foot massage. And then releasing your hands into a forward fold. Inhaling, coming up. And exhale to mountain. Okay, just give yourself a little walk around. And what are you doing on my dressing table, you naughty pussycat? Okay. So we go on to our B sun salutations now, to the ones with the chair. And just remember that when you track your knees forward, make sure that you can see that big toe and first toe, okay, to make sure that you really are tracking correctly over those feet and you've not got any distortion in your knee movement. So, feet hip width apart, outside edges of your feet parallel with the outside edges of your mat. And as you breathe in, bringing your arms forward, hands facing each other, and sit down in your chair, looking up through your hands after checking your alignment of your knees. And then as you exhale, fold. Inhale up and exhale into plank pose. Take a breath, and then I want you to go through a vinyasa of your choice. So that might be knees, chest, chin, or it might be a half yogi push-up or a full yogi push-up. You might go on your knees, or you might stay on your toes. Okay. and we meet in downward facing dog. And then as we inhale, we're taking our right leg up, bringing it to the front of the mat between our hands, turning out the back foot 45 degrees and coming up into a warrior one. As you exhale, coming down, with your hands on the floor. Ah! Bloody cat! And into plank. A little helper. And through a vinyasa. We meet in down dog, and then as you inhale, left leg up. And as you exhale, bringing it forward between your hands, turning out your back foot 45 degrees and into your warrior one. And exhaling, hands down, into plank. And take yourself through another vinyasa. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring it forward. I've already done this. Back toe out, coming up. Exhale, plank, vinyasa. And we meet in down dog. Sorry if we did 3 of those instead of 2. So, take a few breaths here. And then as you exhale, feet to the front of the mat into your forward fold. Inhaling your arms to the front, palms facing forward. Checking your knee alignment. And looking up through your hands. As you exhale, back to mountain pose. So inhaling up, exhaling, start again. Inhaling, hands forward, and we sit in our chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, into our plank. And take a breath and then go through a vinyasa. Downward dog, and then as you inhale, right leg up. And bring it forward between your hands. Back leg into warrior one. And then as you exhale, palms facing down, bringing one arm your left arm behind, and your right arm straight in front, turning your chest to the left into your warrior two, gazing with your front hand. And then as you inhale, turning that front hand forward, dropping your other hand down to the back of your thigh, and into your reverse. And then as you exhale, cartwheel your hands back down, facing forward, into a runner's lunge, taking that front foot back into plank. And go through a vinyasa. And as you get to down dog, on your exhale, breathe in, left leg up. And then exhale, take it forward, turning out your back foot 45 degrees into warrior one. And as you exhale, turning to the side, into warrior two, gazing over that front middle finger. And then as you exhale, turning your back foot forward, cartwheeling your hands down, into plank and through the vinyasa, and we'll meet in down dog. Take 3 breaths. On your next exhale, bringing your feet to the front of the mat between your hands. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bringing your arms forward, palms facing, and coming back into your chair. Check back the alignment. And exhaling to mountain. Just take a breath. Another one. Just double check your alignment. And then as you breathe in, hands forward into your chair. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right, hooking our left arm on the outside of our right thigh. And back to front. And then bringing our palms together again. Little twist to the left. Back into your chair, and as you exhale, fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, plant those hands down into the mat. Stepping back into your plank. And through a vinyasa. Inhaling left leg up. Exhale forward out with your back foot into a warrior one. I think I've missed the other side now. Getting my sides mixed up today. Okay, and then as you exhale, warrior two. Just take a breath here. And then I want you to straighten your front leg, bringing your left hand down to the floor on the inside, or onto your ankle, or anywhere on that leg, and bringing your top arm up and twisting. Take a breath here. And then we'll come forward onto that foot, bringing the weight, slowly bringing that back foot back, fingertips to the floor in front, and into a supported warrior three. And then we'll go back into a lunge, arms up, and exhale, arms down, into plank, through a vinyasa. Down dog. And on your next inhale, right leg up, exhaling it forward and into your warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, straighten that front leg, bringing your hand down onto your leg, onto the floor, onto your ankle. Twisting round, left arm up, looking up to the sky. Take a breath. And then facing forward, bringing your fingertips to the ground and coming forward onto that right foot, left foot behind you, into a supported warrior three. If you want to do the full position, please do. And then the foot back into lunge, high lunge. Exhale, hands down into plank and go through a vinyasa. And we'll take a few breaths in, down dog. Just let your breath just come back to its normal rhythm. And on your next exhale, feet to the front of the mat, into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, and exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up into your chair. And exhale to mountain. Take a breath. And as you inhale, back into chair, checking your alignment of your knees. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands and take yourself into a plank and go through a vinyasa. Inhale, right leg up, and exhale, bring it forward into a warrior one. Whoops. Warrior two. Stay here for a breath. Warrior 3. Sorry, warrior. Reverse warrior. And then straighten your front leg. We'll come back into that triangle pose. Top arm up and you're gazing up that top hand into a nice twist. And then exhaling into your warrior 3. And then back into lunge, stepping back into plank, through a vinyasa, and we'll meet in down dog. And inhaling your left leg up, exhaling it forward into a warrior 1. And exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse warrior. And then this time I want you to straighten your front leg. Just stretch your hand forward. Stretch your hand forward. And you twist and drop that hand. Use that hand on the inside of your leg if you want, just to help yourself twist yourself around a little bit more. And then as you exhale, coming into a runner's lunge, into your supported warrior 3, into your high lunge, hands down into plank, and go through a vinyasa and we'll meet in down dog. We'll take a few breaths. Okay, and stepping forward onto the mat into your forward fold. Inhaling halfway up and exhale, fold. Inhaling to chair and exhale to mountain pose. So if you want to turn side on your mat, feet, toes pointing forward and outside edges of your feet, parallel with the outside edges of your mat, okay? Hands onto your lower back with the thumbs towards each other, like so. And then looking up, keeping your back as straight as you can, bending at the hips, looking up, looking up, looking up. And then when your hips are folded as much as they can, bring your fingertips to the floor, or maybe to your legs if you can't reach the floor. Feel free to bend your knees if you need to. And then slowly dropping your head, walking your hands backwards, fingertips facing forward. If you want to place your hands, fingertips forward onto the mat, your palms between your feet, elbows pointing backwards, and then you can just push your hands forward gently on the mat surface, which will just help to ease you back down into a little bit more of a fold. Your head dropping towards the floor. Weight on the outside edge of your feet. And then coming halfway up, bending your knees, soft knees, and coming up. Well done. Now I'd like you to bring yourself to the ground and into a wide-legged stance. So we're doing the same again now, but we're sitting down doing it. So bum flesh out of the way. Nice straight spine. And then walking forwards, keeping your back straight, looking up, looking up, looking up. Maybe onto your elbows. If that's as far as you can go, just drop your head. Or you can carry on just walking your fingertips forward, forward, keep looking up, and drop your head. And then walking back up, bending your right knee out to the side and bringing yourself into the pigeon pose. So you've got your right leg in front, your right shin across the mat, no further forward than parallel with the front, as far back as you like. Using your hands to help just lifting yourself up and straightening yourself so that this back leg's going straight out and the foot's pointing out behind you. Fingertips on the floor facing forward and grow. As you breathe in, and as you exhale, just carefully walking your hands forward, maybe going onto your elbows, or maybe dropping right down over your leg with your hands stretched forward. If you want to do the 4-8 breathing here, that's 4 breaths in through the mouth and 8 out. Sorry, 4 breaths in through the nose and 8 breaths out through the mouth. So in and out. And as you do that exhale, release all those little muscles around your hips and your thighs and your belly, and the big muscles as well. And then coming up onto your hands and walking your hands back a bit. I want you to bring that back leg round towards the front so that you've got the palm, the sole of your right foot on the inside of your left thigh. And then I want you on your fingertips, growing tall. And then bringing yourself forward, bringing your head down towards your left knee. And just relax here. And then walking back up. Facing the short edge of your mat, bending your left leg as well and bringing your soles of your feet together. If you need some height under your bottom, please do. You might want to take your bottom flesh away by just lifting up, pulling it back. And just relax your knees and either just sit still or you can just gently bounce your knees. And then if you want to take this further, then just bring your body forward, walking forward, and let your head drop. So coming back up into a seated position, if you're not already, keeping your left knee bent, take your right leg, straighten it round the back. And we're going to go into the pigeon pose on the other side. Grabbing any blocks or bricks that you might need or blanket. Back leg straight as you can out to the side. On your fingertips. And if you want to take it further, just walk forward over that leg. Maybe onto your elbows. Maybe all the way down. In through the nose, 4. Out through the mouth for 8. In. And out. In. And out. And then walking your hands back up, getting rid of any props you don't need. Wide-legged stance, seated on the long edge of your mat. And then sitting up tall, toes pointing to the ceiling. And just walking forward, if you want to take this further, try and keep your feet pointing up as much as you can. And relax down. Inhaling, bringing your fingertips up. Bending your left leg onto the inside of your right. And just dropping forward if you want to over that straightened leg. Letting your head drop towards your knee. And then turning to the front of the mat, legs straight out in front of you into staff pose. Straight back, chin parallel to the floor, shoulders away from your ears, shoulder blades just travelling down your back. And then leaning back, bending your knees so that you're on your bottom and your heels, keeping your back really straight. Come into a half boat pose. Palms facing towards each other. And if you want to take this further, just straighten those legs into your full boat. Take a few breaths here. And very slowly lower your legs and your back, but keeping yourself up. So you're into a really low boat now. And then slowly, slowly bring yourself flat on the floor. Okay, bringing yourself to the front of the mat, because you might need a bit of space behind you, onto your back. Shoulders flat, shoulder blades flat on the ground underneath. Okay, knees bent. Oh, pardon me. And bringing your knees up, feet off the ground, push up, bringing your bottom off the ground, and either come into plough, bringing your feet behind you, or have your legs straight up. Or, it's an easy alternative for a Monday morning if you want one, just lie with your feet straight up, with your back on the floor. And dropping your feet to the ground, move yourself back up to the middle of the mat. Take a breath. And then bending your knees, plant your feet on the floor, hip width apart, and then pushing up to a little bridge. Keeping your arms relaxed on the floor, onto your shoulders, and carefully release down. And then pushing up again. This time try and push a little bit further. Maybe clasp your hands and bring your shoulders right underneath you and pulling your hands towards your feet. Really push with those feet. And then releasing down slowly. And relaxing down on your back for final relaxation. We'll just do a few little stretches here, I think, first. So if you just want to put your arms out to the side, we'll do the twist. So bending your knees, bringing your knees up, letting your knees drop down towards your right armpit and looking over to the left. Back to centre and let your knees drop towards the left armpit and looking over to the right. Knees back to centre, dropping your feet to the floor, soles of your feet together, let your knees drop out. Taking your elbow, holding your opposite elbows and overhead. If that's comfortable on your shoulders, if it pinches, then just keep your arms out to the side. Swapping the holding of the elbows to the other side. And then releasing your arms, taking your feet to the end of the mat. Palms facing up, shoulders on the floor. Feet apart, let your feet just drop out to each side. And just in your imagination, just travel from your feet very, very slowly all the way up your body, your arms and your head and neck. Just gently releasing any tension that you find on your way up. Relax your belly. Relax your tongue. Relax your breath. Just take a few moments. And then if you want to just start wiggling your fingers and toes, yourself a full body stretch. And rolling onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow, just take a breath here. And then coming back up into a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes gently closed. And then we'll take a breath in through the nose and out through the nose. In, out, in, out. Now let your breath just settle. And slowly open your eyes. Well done, everybody.